I'm Andrew Joseph Keith. In this video, I want to talk about some upcoming sculpture competitions or sculpture challenges and a sculpting group that I'm going to be starting. I'm really interested in getting as many people as possible as proficient at sculpting as quickly as possible, build up a group of people that just want to improve, get better, practice, learn from one another. So that's why I've really loved the collaboration that I've been able to do over at Proko.com, the figure sculpting course and the portrait sculpting course, the entire courses. And so it's not a subscription. You just purchase the course and you own the entire course and you can go through it at your own speed whenever you want. But something I've noticed is when there's not a specific deadline, it can be difficult to find the motivation or just set aside the time to remember to sculpt, actually do some sculptures, finish some sculptures, whether those are smaller sculpture studies of the facial features or gesture studies or an entire figure sculpture. And that's why just a little while back I did the first online figure sculpture competition. That was really fun. We did it in collaboration with some awesome companies, Proko obviously, and then also the DaVinci Eye app, posespace.com, that provided the references for that. And it was a great experience. An opportunity for students to sculpt all around the world. We were all sculpting the same thing at the same time. And so I wanted to kind of repeat that experience and try to get people motivated on a more regular basis with these sculpture challenges, or you could call it a sculpture group, sculpture competitions, however you want to look at it. And with each challenge, there's going to be a video explaining the challenge. And then I'll also be doing live streams to demo how I would approach the sculpture project. And then there will be the announcing of the prizes. So the plan is for this first sculpture challenge to start on August 14th. And so that's when you'll get the assignment and everybody will be working on that together for 2 weeks. So usually I do demos the first week, and then 2 weeks later I'll do the judging video and get people their prizes. The plan is to do 2 weeks on, 4 weeks off. And so we'll have a 2-week competition or challenge. And in that 2 weeks, you have to finish the project. There's going to be a first, second, and third place and some honorable mentions. Have something to display and show that you beat everybody else. Well, it's not about that. It's about finding the motivation to actually do the sculpting, to finish projects, and then to submit those. And then these challenges will be based on the assignments from the Proko courses. I'll take random assignments, and sometimes I'll give you guys the reference images that you need to use. So sometimes it'll be a specific thing, and then sometimes I'll just have maybe a theme, and then you kind of get to have a little bit more say in what the project's going to be, who you're sculpting. But it'll all be based around sculpting the human figure, whether it's the portrait or the full figure, whether it's a feature study like a facial feature or the hands or whatever. It's just going to be based around improving, getting some practice in, learning, and growing together. That's what it's about. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, be sure to check out my Patreon page. There's a link for that down in the description below. It may change locations, but for right now, it's on the Patreon page, but I'll let you guys know if I move it over to anywhere else. Patreon, a lot of people are familiar with it, and so that's where I'm doing it for now. I was going to have it start at the $10 range for $10 a month, but I think even if you're just at $5 a month, then you can participate in these competitions. I really don't want the money to be holding people back, but I do feel that if you have a little bit of skin in the game, that you're paying for that Patreon subscription, then you're more likely to do those assignments, and it really helps me out as I'm judging and running these challenges. Helps me out a lot, helps me out as an artist. $5 for the basic, $10 a month, and you get access to all of the video tutorials that I do on Patreon, and then $15 a month, and I give you specific feedback on your sculptures. So for these challenges, I can give you specific feedback on the things you submit if you're at that $15 a month range. So if you're interested in that, hopefully this is something that'll be useful to a lot of you. I really was impressed with the sculptures that were done. There was like 115 people that participated in the last competition. Hopefully you'll sign up for these and we'll be able to grow this slowly together and just get better and better as we do more and more sculpting. If you guys have any suggestions on challenges or ways that I can make this worthwhile for everybody that participates, please let me know in the comments below. I'm excited to do this and to sculpt with you guys, and hopefully we can create a great group of people that are interested in sculpting, doing these assignments together around the world. If you haven't checked out the Proko courses that go over figure sculpting and portrait sculpting, and you're interested in those types of things, I really think those are worthwhile. You can find links for those courses down in the description below. As always, stay creative, stay productive, and I'll see you in the next video.